So here is the thing. If you think like a warrior has their own weapons and they master it by using them on a daily basis again and again. And after like 10 years of penance kind of thing, they are able to use it to the best of their abilities. They are only defeated if they encounter some kind of magical powers. Let's keep the analogy simple. So in our case, reading has lots of weapons which are words, and when they are placed in an order, they can act as an army. And this is what we are going to look in today's video, how words or how reading can help you in office or office politics for that matter. Let's get started. So welcome back to my video. This is the fifth video on how reading can benefit in office environments. So if you're in 9 to 5, this should be beneficial for you, or at least you can find the benefits of it. So based on our analogy, words will be something which only you would be thinking upon, and those will be your weapons in your day-to-day office life. And you know what the best part is? You don't even have to learn these skills. Warriors always had to strive and had to learn everything and remember every move which they can do, and after a while they used to get used to it. But for you, you just have to read something and your mind will play a bigger role than you can ever imagine. So without wasting any time, let's get started with the benefits. So the very first benefit is email. Regardless of what work you do, what faculty you are in, or what kind of department you work in, emails are the daily thing or tasks which we have to follow. You cannot skip emails in any of the office environments. So how you can benefit in emails? So when you write emails, there are two or three things. One is time. If you have more concise word choices, you will be able to finish that email in less time compared to someone who is prolonging a statement. First one is that. Second thing is you can write emails in such a way that they encompass all the things which the person whom you are sending it to, most probably your manager or whom you report to, have not even thought of. And that is where you get to stand out, and that is how you will start to make an impression, which we will be covering later. Not only that, you cannot imagine that if you're sending many emails, you will be less exhausted as well, because regardless how many emails do you send, because you have the habit of reading, you will be able to read through the emails quite quickly compared to someone else. Plus you would be able to reply quite faster, and you would be able to reply in as few words as possible. This is the idea, so that this optimization may not look much in terms of time as such on a day-to-day basis, but imagine this with 1000 emails over a period of time, and the time you may have saved. But that is also not the best part. The best part is you will have less fatigue in your head, because you have been able to write those emails like it was a second nature, or it is your second nature. Now number 2 is discussions. Regardless whether you go to meetings or not, there are always discussions and team meetings and team briefings, and in there mostly people listen to everything what the person has to say and does not utter a word. But when it comes to reading, this will reflect in your discussions as well. There may be some points or some days wherein you are asked for the inputs on anything, that can be anything. If you have reading, you will have a holistic understanding of situations, and you can come up with different scenarios, and in those different scenarios you can come up with different perspectives. And what that does is that it shows that how well articulated you are, and you have the power or the thought process to think out of the box, or think through the things, or think through the problems. It can be any one of this, or any something else other than these. But this is what you get through reading in discussions. And as I told you, the magic is you don't have to strive and come up with the ideas from the heart. This happens naturally to you, of course not immediately, but definitely. And not like after 10 years, within like 6 months of reading, you will start to notice this level of benefits. And in the initial days, of course, your sentences will be easier and you can come up with new words, and you will be able to type faster, not in terms of words per minute, but in terms of thinking and putting those thoughts onto an email. Because emails are also a part of discussion, so I have dissected these things into small categories or subcategories to make you understand the actual essence, that how it's going to help you in each and everything. Which brings us to the third point. Now, third point may also sound similar, but please understand this: you will be able to communicate effectively, whether that's email, whether it's in-person communication, whether it's idea-based communication, whether it's suggesting something to the manager or to the business process or the workflow or anything. You will be much more logical. Your words will be valued more, because you will have few words to say, but they will be impactful words. And I'm saying this again, that you don't have to practice this comes automatically. Just let me give you an example. Like this book here, it says just keep buying. Now this thing here is, I've read this book, it's a very beautiful book. It's about kind of investment, or how managing money, basically, that's what I can say. But in this book, the very first chapter, the author refers to, he met someone and he was a YouTuber, and he said that just keep uploading, which is the analogy for his very first chapter, that just keep buying. In the sense, even the title reflects the same thing. Instead of uploading, it's just keep buying the shares or the stocks or the investments. That's what it means. So this is how this whole universe is created inside your mind. I'm not using the word brain, because mind is the one who works actually on all these things. And you will be, it is mesmerizing how mind comes with these ideas. And even I have scripted the video, and sometimes I look, of course I edit it to make myself look much smoother, but yeah, I can come up with these ideas in a very quick span of time. Also, I'm not able to come up with the words because I'm not comfortable that much on the camera, but I hope you understand. So these are the main benefits. And the last one which I would say is that you are able to get new connections. How? It's not just about the office. The way you talk and speak, your friends will start to notice, and of course your upper management or the person whom you report to starts to observe these things. And it is not about impressing them. Please understand, when they are looking at you, they will figure out that this is the guy who actually has that capacity of understanding what they're trying to convey, or the way he conveys his messages or her messages to us is quite noticeable. And when some opportunity arises in the office, you might be the first person whom they approach to. And regardless of the politics, even that happens in my own office as well, but that's everywhere, you cannot separate yourself from that. But yes, you stand a chance. And tell me frankly, or I'll tell you my experience, that there's nothing we can do much. We can only polish ourselves and try to get the opportunity which is presented to us or which is passing by. Because if we don't do anything right now, then there is no possibility that, even if there was no politics, we won't get the opportunity, because we are not qualified or we are not justified for that thing or that position or whatever you want to call it. So this was my message, that how reading benefits you if you are in an office or even if you are in business. And please do let me know in the comment section whether I'm good, bad, better, how can I improve, and I'm waiting for your feedback. Thank you for watching.